This is a direct continuation of a video I made a couple days ago, talking about how T-drama channels exposed Gabbie Hanna for complimenting the outfit of a murder victim and showing her face in one of her YouTube videos. Because the story saying that Gabbie was exploiting the dead became so big, the family of the victim ended up making a video to respond to what was being said.
No one should be offended. No one should be, all these drama channels that are, you know, using Bianca for clout, it's absolutely ridiculous because that's all you're doing.
We are offended about, and you guys also should be.
Yeah.
Not about Gabbie Hanna complimenting her shirt.
Yeah, Gabbie wasn't using Bianca for clout like all these drama channels now want to turn it into something that it's not. She didn't do anything wrong.
Recently, Gabbie showed the mother's message on her channel and made very aggressive demands for the T-drama channels to apologize, adding that it's what the mother wants them to do. But Gabbie actually may have been lying here, as when one of the T channels who did cover the story called Ready to Glare ended up apologizing to the family, the mother responded by saying the apology wasn't needed. Angelika Oles pointed this out on Twitter when she said, "So, Gabbie Hanna demanded an apology from Ready to Glare due to the mother allegedly being offended, but this proves otherwise. What else is she lying about, and who else will she exploit?" She then shows the comment the mother left on Ready to Glare's video, where she said, "I saw it, thank you. I've also contacted her to thank her for the apology, but it wasn't necessary. She didn't harm us." Angelika then uploads a video to her channel titled, "Gabbie Hanna Lied." Here is some of that video.
When I watched that video of Bianca's mum, I decided that at that point, I'm not going to talk about it publicly anymore because those are the wishes of the mother. Gabbie posts her video. We all say, great apology video, amazing, glad that the mum isn't offended, because that was like the one thing that I was worried about, is that, you know, she was offended by Gabbie's video. That's why I initially reported on the story. Glad she wasn't offended, because obviously why would I want the mother to be going through a different situation to what she's already going through? And that was that. Now, since then, when we have criticized Gabbie Hanna, it was to do with the Jesse Smiles situation. If you guys don't know, let's just recap. Gabbie Hanna was friends with Jesse Smiles' rapist, and she was associating with him. And if you guys think that that is a lie, or if Gabbie Hanna has told you a different story, I will link Jesse Smiles' thread where she has a phone call with Gabbie Hanna about this. You can watch that. I sent that to Bianca's mum as well, just to give her context as to why we went so hard at Gabbie in the first place. It's because she has a tendency of disrespecting victims of crimes. Mainly crimes against women, done by men. So that's what I sent to her. I said, look, here's the context for why I went hard on Gabbie. Hope that explains my intent with my initial video. Gabbie brings up Bianca Devins time and time again. And I told this to her mother. I said, we have not mentioned your daughter for clickbait, for clout, for anything in a year. I can prove this by the fact that when Gabbie posted videos that we've made on Bianca Devins to exploit her, she posted videos that were a year old videos, and she couldn't find anything more recent. Why? Because the moment Bianca Devins' mum said, "I'm not upset," we stopped filming videos on this. Simple as, right? So she brings her up, and then she does this series, and she brings her up again, and then she mentions me for 15 minutes saying how I exploited a murder victim for my own benefit, for my own gain, and how I need to publicly apologize to Bianca Devins' mum because that's what she expects. So Gabbie Hanna in her video says that she and the mum have been in contact, and that Bianca Devins' mum expects a public apology to the Devins family over what has been done. And since then, I've been flooded with thousands of comments demanding a public apology to the Devins family. To which Ready to Glare filmed a video, and she titled it with Bianca Devins. Not her fault at all. I think she's a sweetheart, and I think what she did was very respectable and just amazing that she would film this apology, but that is not what the mother wanted, and that is what Gabbie said the mother wanted. So this is just a whole convoluted situation. All of this to then describe where we're at now, where this appeared on my timeline on Twitter, where the Ready to Glare video was posted on a forum to do with Bianca Devins, and the mum responded and said that she's not really sure why Ready to Glare filmed the video because she never wanted an apology, let alone a public one. Do we see how that then doesn't line up with what Gabbie Hanna is saying in the series?
Obviously, that was just a small portion of the video, so if you want to see the full thing, the link to it will be in the description below. But moving on to the reactions to it, T-Spill says, Gabbie Hanna screamed Angelika's name and said she personally hurt Bianca's mother, yet her mother has never even heard of Angelika before. Gabbie Hanna used what happened to Bianca as a way to feed her own ego and get drama channels to cover her disgusting behavior, to apologize. To apologize to her, so she feels like she won sick. Petty Page says, this is disgusting. Wow. Who's exploiting who, Gabbie Hanna? Cat 10 Barks tweets out Angelika Oles' video and says, "Everything in this Angelika Oles video is spot on. I've been lucky to interview Angelika Oles, and she is extremely clever, well-researched, articulate, and engaging. The attack on her editorial standards and morals that Gabbie Hanna started and other people in the community perpetuated grosses me out so much. Angelika reports on information that influencers put out themselves. She didn't exploit the tragic death of Bianca Devins. She did a straightforward report based on what other people were saying about Gabbie's OG video. She stopped after Kim Devins and Bianca's sisters put out their statement saying that Gabbie hadn't offended them. Angelika has only ever responded when Gabbie Hanna brings this situation back up, which she does because she's trying to make it look like drama channels are worse than her. You may not watch drama channels, or like them, or specific people / specific videos, but it really grinds my gears when people hate on drama channels as a whole group. They are separate people. Elevate them separately. A lot of them, like Angelika, do good reporting, in my eyes. I think this video is a good example of reporting. Angelika reached out to a source, explained her process, put everything in context, from a place of objectivity despite her personal interactions with Gabbie Hanna. Anyways, I just think Angelika Oles has put up with a lot of unfairly thrown shit. I think reporters should defend each other. I think if we let big YouTubers harass and bully other reporters, we're opening the door to it happening to us too. Angelika responds, "Thank you so much for your support. You're an angel." Cat 10 Barks responds, "This situation is very frustrating to watch unfold, and I'm very glad you spoke up so equivocally and definitively." Ashley Kyle tweets out the contradiction and says, "This right here is exactly why I haven't addressed this yet. I was sitting on this for a few days, literally going back and forth in my head, feeling awful for the family and my part, rewatching my videos to see if I did anything. I didn't. I used Gabbie footage. My only regret, causing the family any harm that may have come from my video. Though I didn't use any photos Gabbie claims we did. None of us did to my knowledge. I am sorry to the family, I truly am. But Gabbie, fuck you. I see you. Fuck you, Gabbie Hanna. Bottom line, I don't like her. I'll never like her. And nothing she or anyone can do at this point will ever change my mind. She is a shit human being in my eyes, and that's that." Megan Rink says, "Reminder, Gabbie is doing this for the family, yet has not tweeted the petition or the link to the foundation. This was never about the family. This was always about Gabbie." Spillsesh reacts to Angelika's video by saying, "Truly horrifying to think Gabbie made a video bringing all of this up again and said the family demanded an apology from a number of us, when the mother never asked us for one. Please watch this video, cause I'm speechless." It's the fact that Gabbie yelled at Angelika in her video, like literally lost it on Angelika, all for the mother to say, "I don't know who you are. Bye." Dustin Daly responds to her by saying, "Gabbie is the victim here. Don't you see that?" Spillsesh responds, "I can't with you." Dustin responds, "I can't with you. She's our queen. We must stand toxic behavior." Spillsesh responds, "Go back to the Patreon group." And then Dustin Daly says, "I can't even keep this going. I feel sick." He then makes some tweets of his own that say, "Just so we're clear, Gabbie Hanna exploited and weaponized a grieving family, not only for financial gain, but she also used the situation to fuel her narrative, that she's some vigilant hero. She deserves zero respect. She's a narcissistic abuser by her own definition. Whoever gassed Gabbie up to make this series was clearly wrong, and very uneducated on who Gabbie is. All I know is she could stop it at any time, and walk away. That would be the smart, rational thing to do, but she won't." Nick Schneider comments on all of this in a Twitter video titled, "This is for Gabbie Hanna and Gabbie Hanna only."
This message is for Gabbie Hanna, Gabriella Hanna, Gabriel Hanna, whatever the fuck your real name is. Now that it's coming out that the people you accused of dragging a victim's family through the mud have spoken to the family, and it's been confirmed that an apology actually was not requested because those people actually didn't hurt the family. Now that that is coming out, I would just like to say, on behalf of everyone, that we will take our apology, you hypocritical, narcissistic bitch.
He continues by saying, "I bet when Gabbie Hanna spoke to the family, she described the videos people were making as disgusting, please don't watch type of videos. I would bet money none of the videos from those named in her video were viewed before recently. So, is actually exploiting a victim and their family in order to tear down other creators, and having her fans attack all while monetizing the situation against YouTube TOS, asking for Gabbie Hanna." After all of this criticism, Gabbie Hanna responded to it on Twitter by saying, "Kim Devins encouraged, approved only my video about Bianca. She didn't know the context of the series, but she wanted people to know she felt they used her daughter's death for clout. She didn't watch everyone listed, so when she watched Ready to Glare's video, she said it didn't hurt her." She then shows the DMs between her and Bianca's mom, Kim. It starts out with Kim saying, "I also told Angelika that I don't pay any attention to the YouTube drama, and from what you told me, I approved the video. Because if the drama channels didn't bring up your e-girl video, Bianca's name wouldn't have been all over YouTube." She then shares with Gabbie the DMs between her and Angelika Oles. It's hard to see everything that is being said here, but from what we can see, it starts out with the mother saying, "She deserves the apology. I wasn't offended, and my younger daughter wasn't offended by the video. The people harassing Gabbie should have stopped." Angelika responds, "Absolutely, I understand. I know that Gabbie was not in the wrong at the time and deserves an apology. I was just confused as to the wording in her video, being that we were exploiting your daughter, and needed to apologize to you publicly. I'm just trying to clear things up, and make sure you know that was never our intention." Kim responds, "Tell your viewers that we cleared up the misunderstanding, and there are no hard feelings." Angelika responds, "Yes, definitely makes sense. Just wanted to let you know on behalf of all channels, that none of us spoke about this after your video was released, so we weren't sure why Gabbie made this video. Thank you for your understanding in all of this." Kim responds, "That's good to know. I thought even after I made the video, people were still talking about it." The next message is cut off, but from what we can see, Kim says, "To be remembered for who she was, and what her family is doing now in her name. I'm partly to blame because I did approve of Gabbie's video, and didn't look into what was happening. I just took her word for it." Angelika responds, "Absolutely. I won't show anything. I'll just explain what is happening. That's fine. We don't expect you to know what's happening on the internet when you have more important things to worry about." Gabbie continues tweeting when she says, "When Angelika crossed a boundary and reached out to her, she told her she personally felt I deserved an apology, not her. Kim has never expressed that sentiment to me, and I did not expect that." She then shows more DMs between her and Kim. It starts out with Kim saying, "I have told anyone that contacted me that I approved the video. When Ready to Glare contacted me, I watched her original video, and didn't see anything wrong with it. I also told her and Angelika Oles that I thought you were owed an apology, and not me. I felt that Bianca was being used to get to you." Gabbie continues tweeting when she says, "So, Angelika Oles, after being asked by Kim to stop using Bianca for YouTube drama, ran to the internet to use Bianca as a way to paint me as a liar. Angelika, you once again disrespected a victim of murder and her grieving family. Congratulations. Let this mother grieve, Angelika Oles." And yes, Kim approves of this message. She then shows more DMs from Kim. It starts with her saying, "I kept telling her I just want this to end. And if people want to talk about Bianca, then talk about who she was, and what she wanted to be. How she wanted to help people with mental illness because she struggled. You can see that I said you deserve the apology." Gabbie continues tweeting when she says, "Just got off the phone with Kim. She told me she specifically asked Angelika Oles to drop it, and not share screenshots because she didn't want her to continue to use Bianca's death as a way to hurt me. Angelika Oles tried to manipulate Kim. I just felt awkward and was being nice." She then shows a DM that Kim sent her, where she says, "She just kept saying what I was telling her didn't line up with what you said. Like she was trying to get me to change my story." Gabbie continues tweeting when she says, "The great irony. Angelika Oles uses Bianca's murder as a way to hurt and profit off me. Her mother called her out in a YouTube video, asked her to drop it, and stop making it YouTube drama. Then she continues to use Bianca's death as a way to hurt and profit off me for YouTube drama. Now Angelika Oles is trying to speak to Kim on the phone, because I'm able to and she's not. Leave her alone, dude." People then start reacting to various parts of Gabbie's thread. Nick Schneider quote tweets her and says, "Gabbie, get help. You were deranged. You were continuing to drag the poor girl's name through the mud. It's not everyone's fault, I assure you. It's you." Gabbie is just pissed because she thought no one would reach out because of the subject matter. Now that she's been Uno reversed, she's scrambling without even reading the actual DMs she thinks are so damning. The amount of support I have seen for Gabbie Hanna under her tweets the past few days has slowly been becoming less and less. I think even majority of the stans are about to jump ship, or maybe they are just on summer break sniffing grass like normal kids. Petty Page says, "This is sick. Stop." T-Spill says, "Angelika got permission from the mother to talk about what she talked about. You put Angelika in a horrible situation, and she had to address it. She also respected the mom enough not to add DMs into her video or make them public. Yet here you are. Get help." If Gabbie truly cared about this family and the mother, she would have messaged Angelika privately and told her where and how to reach out. This is only an issue now because Gabbie wants a public apology from the person she's obsessed with the most, Angelika Oles. Cat Tenbarge says, "Why is it crossing a boundary when other people reach out to clarify? When did Gabbie Hanna become the family spokesperson? Gabbie Hanna didn't say Kim wanted drama channels to apologize to Gabbie. She said the family wanted to hold drama channels publicly accountable. That was the lie. People who see this as drama channels bullying Gabbie. It's Gabbie who keeps bringing up the Devins. It's Gabbie who keeps involving Kim. It's Gabbie who is making this video calling out these creators by name, who now have a right to respond. Also, I think mental health is incredibly relevant in this situation, and ideally, Gabbie Hanna would not be online or doing this series. However, if Gabbie Hanna is so unwell that we can't criticize her series, why is she considered a reliable narrator in the first place? We have a situation where people are retweeting Gabbie Hanna's videos and perpetuating/supporting her claims. Then when Gabbie's claims are debunked, the same people turn on the debunkers and say we are slandering Gabbie Hanna. She is lying about other creators who have a right to respond. Spillsesh says, she literally got permission from her to say what she said to her audience in the video, so this would be all settled and go away. She apologized to the mother, like you demanded she do, and you still have an issue with this, cause it's not about the family for you. It's so clear. Angelika did what was right, and what Gabbie asked. Apologized to the family. Now all of a sudden that's out of line cause the only apology Gabbie cares about is the one to her? You named many of us in your video, and yet admitted here that she didn't watch the videos of the people you listed, even though you said to us in your audience she was demanding an apology from us. You were literally causing problems and bothering this family cause you hate us. Where did the mother call her out by name? When did Angelika bring this stuff up ever again after February? You were the one who brought up this again. Dustin Daly says, I did not think in a million years this situation could get any more disgusting, but it has. Coming from someone who was mocked by Gabbie saying I had crocodile tears when speaking of my sister to what's going on now. I mean this for real. I hope Gabbie gets the help she needs. Angelika Oles did not cross a boundary. That boundary was set by Gabbie because she knew she used this situation to fuel her rage. What an absolutely horrid thing to do, and use as leverage in an argument. This needs to fucking stop. I honestly feel sick to my stomach about this. How could someone be so motherfucking evil? I never spoke of the shit that came after my tweet with Gabbie mocking me, but it was bad. Someone impersonating my sister messaging from Facebook. I don't believe it was Gabbie at all, but I definitely think her deranged ass fans had a role in it. Please let's move on. This is bad, and nothing good is going to come of this argument. Kim Devins herself then comes on Twitter to clear some things up. She tweets out, do I want public apologies? No. But Gabbie Hanna deserves the apologies for being attacked after I put it out that I wasn't offended by her video. All of this should have ended when I said I wasn't bothered by Gabbie using Bianca's picture. Petty Page then ratios her by saying, Kim, it did. Gabbie literally brought it up just now. AJ also ratios the mother by saying, it did end. Gabbie decided to bring it up again after the drama channel stopped talking about it, saying you wanted a public apology, specifically from Angelika. That's why Angelika is confused and reaching out. Gabbie is using this to get an apology, and that's fine, but she can't lie. No one responds to the mother by saying, she's lying to you. The drama channel stopped when you asked them to. They even praised Gabbie for reaching out to you to apologize. Anna responds, Gabbie manipulating this poor woman into demanding an apology to Gabbie from YouTube channels. What is Gabbie even doing right now? The mother also tweets out, just so everyone knows, if Gabbie Hanna posts something about Bianca, I approve it. Gabbie quote tweets her and says, thank you, Kim. I'm so fucking sorry that these monsters keep pulling you and your daughter into their disgusting exploitation. Got your back forever. Nick Schneider responds to Kim's tweet by showing the tweet but censoring her name and photo, and then saying, there you have it. It's an apology for Gabbie, who wasn't attacked for the situation after the video made by the family. The family didn't need to be dragged into this again. Blocking out name and photo considering they asked for the drama to end. Angelika Oles tweets out, Kim Devins gave me permission to share this message she sent to me. This is my last statement on the situation. She then shows Kim saying to her, which is why I said I didn't feel you harmed my family. Angelika responds, I'm so sorry about all of this. Thank you so much. OgYarFC reacts to Petty Page's response to the mother by saying, these people are literally subhuman. Imagine arguing with the mom of the dead person that you are weaponizing who is begging you to stop. How does she have more likes than the original post? Cordwit says, right, I'm struggling to decipher the logic in T-channels. 1. Gabbie avoids talking about the murder victim. You are not addressing the problem. 2. She does tweet, come on, respect the family. 3. Gabbie informs everyone the mother is in her support. You manipulated her. John Swan says, everyone saying Gabbie Hanna manipulated the Devins family are belittling them to the highest degree. They are legitimately suggesting that the Devins have no ability to think or stand up for themselves. Literally such a disparaging insult. Nicholas Diorio says, the T-channels didn't respect the family when they used the deceased child for profit. The T-channels didn't respect the family when they publicly spoke out. The T-channels didn't respect the family when the narrative shifted. The T-channels don't respect the family. They used the girl who was tragically murdered for views and now suddenly it's no longer news. I'm sorry, my dude, but this misreporting has been one of the biggest heists of YouTube history, and by hell and high water, I will be documenting it. Likely without names in line with another discussion, and attempting to separate the girl from the situation. But I'm sorry anyone slandered this fucking hard is owed a defense, and anyone who lies this easily is owed a video. Kim Devins then responds to Nicholas Diorio by saying, thank you. EJ Dickinson tweets out, the fact that the mother of a brutally murdered 17-year-old has somehow been dragged into a flame war between drama channels and a prominent, highly controversial vlogger tells you everything you need to know about the toxicity of the creator ecosystem. It makes me so fucking angry. Kim Devins is one of the strongest people I've ever had the honor of speaking to, and the family does not deserve this profoundly dumb shit. Anyway, donate to the Bianca Devins Scholarship Fund, JFC. Kim Devins responds, thank you for posting Bianca's scholarship fund. This is all so stupid. And I think it is important to note that EJ Dickinson and Nicholas Diorio Oreo are the only two people that Kim actually thanked on Twitter, along with her obviously supporting Gabbie Hanna. Anyways, after all of this, Gabbie Hanna posted a brand new video on the subject. She tweeted it out with the caption, "Kim wants this video out. Angelika Oles manipulated a grieving mother." She is so fucking stressed that this is still going because Angelika, in Kim's words, made her uncomfortable. "Stop weaponizing trauma as a way to attack me. Every single time someone accuses me of something, people make the Bianca story an issue again. That is why the video was made. Kim has never expressed to me until today that she wanted me to post the video because she felt I was owed an apology. I never asked for one." Now, normally here I would share a portion of that video that Gabbie uploaded, but unlike other drama videos, I feel like what she said in it was just so dense that's impossible for me to just show a portion of it and do the entire video justice. So I highly recommend watching the full 10-minute thing. I will leave the link to that in the description below. But moving on to the Twitter reactions to it, Nick Schneider tweets out, "Yawn. Whew. Twisting my tweets to those fans. Y'all, I'm exhausted and really don't care anymore. Do you? I wonder if the money from these videos is going to the family and the causes listed under the video as it should." Spillsesh says, "Something is so sick about throwing around a stamp of approval from a mother who says they want to move on from a situation. This is not a game. There are no winners. This is a family. People's real lives." I don't even have words for this one. Like, leave the situation in the past. Oh my god. The mother has no issues with Angelika and just wants peace. My brain hurts. Dustin Daly says, "Sometimes getting the last word can be your undoing. Don't at me about Gabbie, because honestly there's nothing anyone will be able to do or say that's going to change the path she's made for herself. It's unfortunate and sad all at the same time. I hope finds herself." Repzilla says, "I removed my earlier tweets about the Gabbie Hanna situation out of respect for Kim Devins and her family. I don't want to contribute or perpetuate negativity in any way, and fully believe that both sides are in the wrong, and would encourage others to take this route. Everyone needs to leave this family alone. It doesn't matter who is in the right. We are all in the wrong. I feel sick about the entire situation. This chaotic cycle needs to end." Ashley Kyle says, "This whole situation is out of control. Repzilla said it best. No one is right here. We are all wrong. At this point, everyone needs to stop. This being brought up again has done more harm than good. I won't be discussing this matter ever again." Megan Rink says, "Being in the Gabbie Hanna multiverse is exhausting." Smoky Glow says, "If Gabbie truly gave a single fuck about this family, she would have never posted these videos. She knew the circus this would cause, and did it anyway, because she is more obsessed with being right than anything else. Truly fucking sickening to see." Kat Tenbarge says, "The way Gabbie screams at Angelika in these videos and contradicts what she said in her previous videos is A, unnerving, and B, like the video version of how she talked to Jesse in that phone call. And for someone who talks about misogyny against female celebrities so frequently, I've never heard her talk this way to or about a man." Nicholas quote tweets her and says, "Gabbie, here are all the receipts. What was said was objectively bad, and there is nowhere to run. Twitter, Gabbie is a misogynist." And that's about it for the tweets about the situation. After Gabbie posted her video saying that Angelika Oles manipulated a grieving mother, the entire conversation from T-channels around this topic almost completely stopped, with the exception of the tweets I just read, despite them tweeting quite a lot prior to the video's release. Again, to get a full picture of what's going on, I highly recommend you watch that Gabbie Hanna video. But before you do that, be sure to subscribe to this channel with notifications on so you don't miss any updates on this drama or any others. Be sure to leave a like to let me know if you enjoyed it, and thank you so much to my channel members for supporting the channel, in particular Scrubby, who has donated $100 a month. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.